Hello there, and welcome back everybody to It Has Tentacles, and this is going to be our third segment of the week. Oh, let me turn our cast on because they're currently only secondary curve now. So, there we go. Guys, we're live. We're here.
Hello. We did it.
Awesome. We're here.
Yay!
What's happening?
For now.
We're live for now. We're sane for now. Everything is going good. We have been warned, like one death per session. Still alive. We're still alive.
Yeah.
So we're in Harlem.
Loss.
I'm guessing that me and Maxwell are walking into the police station right now, and where are the other guys stationed at? With their cars and such?
Wait a second.
He hasn't even said if we even get there, you know?
Yeah, exactly. I'm not even sure if there is a police station in Harlem, to be honest.
I mean, yeah. Is there a police station in Harlem?
Did it get robbed?
Did the police station get robbed?
All the police have magically disappeared.
That's a good question.
No, but I mean,
Another flyer.
people don't care about them at all, so...
Yeah, but still...
Yeah.
It's still 1920s.
Yeah.
They still have a police station. Even as shitty as it would be, it's still be one.
Anyways.
I mean, that's my opinion on it.
Yeah, yeah.
You're well, Joakim. Feel
Yeah.
free to slap me in the face with it.
Yeah, there
like-
probably is. There are police stations. Yeah, there are few, but they are there.
Okay.
Okay.
So we'll visit the biggest one. Actually, Actually, we're gonna visit the closest one to the.
The rent party.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's going to be in the part of Harlem known as the Valley. It's like only like shabby tenement buildings where like 10 families share the same apartments. And like there are some churches and shops and speakeasies there, but like speakeasies are almost public here because they don't have to care that much.
Yeah.
Because the cops don't really have the time to fix poor people's problems and enforce the prohibition here. So you head over to the closest one. It's probably like a really small police station, like in the middle of a bunch of shabby tenement buildings.
Yeah. So we enter this place with Maxwell, and I guess I'll try and find a detective or whoever seems to be in charge.
Yeah.
Well, they're in there. I do like a round of the blocks, like around the area, just like around the rent park kind of thing, just driving around to see if I see anything weird.
When I enter, like I tip my hat towards any attendants around, sir or ma'am. And
Yeah, there should be someone working like a desk or something. Like we should be able to approach. So
Yeah, absolutely. But there's a long like queue because people have a lot of problems there, and they're going to complain.
I mean,
about
I think a guy in a trench coat and like Texas Ranger hat with a star on it and a big ass rifle on his back is going to clear like space around it.
Not in Harlem.
Not in
Everyone's
Harlem.
gonna-
Not in Harlem.
You're going to be the weird one that everyone just stares
Yeah.
at. Like
Pretty
you're not
much.
like special here. You're just weird.
Remember, this is Black Harlem, and
Yeah.
you're white, so you're like,
And
like
you
a
have
shining
giant
beacon in the
gun,
window.
Yeah.
like-
Okay.
Yeah, and
and also there was kind of like a negativity towards Southerners at that time as well.
Yeah.
So,
I know.
we had that as
you're
well.
not popular in there.
You just walked into like all the like, and you're just like, "Hello, ma'am." Like, and they're like,
Yeah, exactly.
"What the fuck?" Like, who that?
I will go to a police officer and say, we're here to investigate a current case you might be working on. If there's anybody here we could talk to that has knowledge about that.
Does anyone cause?
What is this about? So, I mean,
It's it's a case of a breaking and entering by somebody around here in Harlem. We aren't in full authority to disclose everything, but it is somewhere around, and I give like the general idea, not the exact location, like the general idea of where this guy lives at the rental thingy.
Breaking and entering. You mean like that's happening all the time? You need to be more specific. Like
Breaking and entering in a
breaking
place
into everything,
that doesn't happen that often. Like this guy was living like in a more expensive part of town, wasn't
he
he?
was in a rich.
Yeah.
We basically found evidence that somebody in this living in this area was down in like the rich Manhattan neighborhoods and causing some trouble. So we were just wondering, is there anybody, or have you heard anything that might have? Does that ring any? Like resonate with you or anything? Like, ring any bells or?
Not really. I mean, that's
Nothing.
breaking and entering happens all the time. And
What can you tell us about a rental party?
What about the rental party?
Joakim, while this is happening, it's important that I do this now. Like, I have my binoculars, and I'm gonna roll a spot hidden check to see if I can spy anyone sort of like acting suspicious towards the police station now.
Okay.
I would also even say that you should watch the entrance to the police station. Maybe somebody hears me talking about this and he walks out suspiciously. So, Joakim, I was asking, can you give me more? I was talking to this police officer. Can you give me more information, maybe about this rental party? And I give like the rental party and where it was. Anything went wrong there? Anything out of the ordinary?
Yeah, probably, but we don't really have like enough cops to investigate all like rent parties. We know they are selling like bathtub gin and shit there, but we don't simply have the people to.
Okay, would like to investigate that place over on there. Would that be okay with you?
Yeah, it's completely on your own risk though, because this place is dangerous.
Not my head.
I would strongly recommend against it unless you have more to go on than just a break-in.
Well, more to go on, maybe. I can't really disclose anything else than I already said. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, he immediately goes back to processing a lot of like small.
Okay,
crimes.
Maxwell, and I say, you think anything else here? I don't see anything else that you could do.
I didn't really want to let him know that we were investigating a murder or disappearance, rather. So I think
Yeah.
Well, I'm not saying, but we're saying this aside as
I know.
Yeah, well, we haven't. Like, I haven't told him of any disappearance.
I think we got what we were going to get out of him, which is not much at all. But I didn't really want to give him more info. So.
Well, good point. Anyway, if there's anybody that will be keeping an eye on us, it's gonna be soon. I think word like something like
maybe,
this.
Maybe we could ask somebody in the neighborhood. They might be a little bit more forthcoming, but
that's good. That's good.
I mean, maybe not somebody on the street, but maybe somebody who's in this police station right now. Maybe somebody who's in here has some sense of,
you know what?
civic duty or something.
You have some money with you. You have like some money with you.
I'd give you this look like.
I haven't seen people jumping for justice as fast as they jump for justice when you show them a reward.
I got like a.
I got you like waving cash or like, anyone want to help us out? And everyone's like,
No, I'll be more like.
Cash is gonna get us robbed out here. I think that's gonna get us killed and probably our friends.
Just that all of Harlem now knows we exist. So it's like.
Only us. Only us.
No idea any of this shit's going down, by the way, because I just got in the car, cracked the romance novel, and I'm swinging from my
all of Harlem knows that these two guys exist.
Yeah, that's true.
Right, exactly.
I'm out of the
I'm
case.
just
Pretty much.
about heaving bosoms.
Your option is we could get more information, try to get more information for people, which is pretty bad. It's like putting us on the radar, or we could just check it out ourselves. And
I think we should check it out ourselves. Let's try and keep the other people aside from us. Just let them be our shadows and see if somebody follows us or not.
Do I see anything driving around the block? Anything out of the ordinary, or is it just standard like Black Harlem?
Yeah, it's yeah.
Like, is it
people
like,
playing checkers and selling fruit and stuff along the streets?
And
I
didn't
think-
spot anything.
No, you
failed,
failed. Yeah.
I'll give a quick look around to see if anybody, like I was talking about this, to see if there's anybody around there that maybe seemed like he knew anything or something. No, I fail. Nope, nothing. I see
I'm
nothing.
guessing everybody, I think we get out of Harlem as fast as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get really uneasy from being here. There are like every other person has like a knife or a club or something.
So do we go to
Not look friendly.
the rental apartment thingy? I think that's what
I think that's what we should do. I think we should just check it out. Let's
I'll
bring the
Party?
I'll try and make some signs to the party to just follow us and not actually come near us.
The party was 2 days ago.
No, to the party
Yeah.
like in the group. Sorry, like to the group.
Okay. Yes.
Right. I'm this is Dungeons and Dragons and me talking about parties, so
Yeah.
to the group.
Yes.
I like that boy's face. He's like, "What is gonna die?"
It all went to shit.
I mean, I don't see how we could have handled that
We got
differently.
the crap beaten out of us in Harlem because you asked too many questions.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you should have seen that coming the second you sent me in there.
It was okay until the I'm gonna go investigate this place. Is that
Put it like,
Is that
put
weird?
it like this: if we didn't ask their permission, maybe something bad happened. I don't know how these guys would react.
not afraid of the cops in Harlem? That's for sure.
Yeah, right. I don't think they're going to be one stopping us.
Yeah.
They're not the people we need permission from.
No, at the same time, but they would, people would know about the rental party because I mentioned it before, so they would know about us going there even if I didn't mention it. That thing maybe makes it a bit more obvious that we're the bait, and they can follow us, and maybe we can uncover something with that.
Okay.
I
We'll
can't
see how it goes.
What's the
I feel
bullets? Like, if someone just pops shot at you, I can't stop it. Like,
I know, I know. I'm hoping that those spot hidden checks are gonna help. Maybe.
All right, so onward, I guess.
Yeah.
So these
Alright.
two clowns go to the apartment building.
Yes. Yes, we
You
do.
always have the Staten Island clues to go on to.
Oh no, they've already said they're going to the party.
Yeah. We've declared that. We've declared that action.
Staten,
Sorry,
Joakim.
Games,
See, I don't think you
sorry.
understand. You've given us a haunted house on an island we have to take a ferry to. That is the last place we're going. Like,
That's literally like. Do we have anything else to do? Do we have anything else to
You'd
do?
rather go to Black Harlem and get shanked.
Right now,
Yes.
this is like
Yes.
an adventure field trip to
We're
Harlem.
farming XP, okay? We're farming XP
Yes.
with the boss
Joakim,
fight.
you realize what the name of this show is, no? Okay? Houses with a ferry that are supposedly haunted. No, thank you. That's cool.
You
We're
guys
gonna break down. We're gonna be there. It's gonna be horrible.
We're gonna be there. We're gonna go to eventually, but we don't want to rush it. You know?
But you guys are like
Yeah.
table talking this. I just like
do whatever you want.
my character is much more interested in Black Harlem than he is Staten Island haunted house.
Uh-huh.
Like, that's the only reason I'm here.
What an interesting neighborhood.
Well, I could meet some real nice people here.
Make some good friends. Very good friends.
all right, so you guys are moving towards.
Yeah, we're moving towards the rental party, where the rental party was actually.
Yeah.
So,
Draken's just like.
how are you doing this? Are you moving in a group or like?
No,
Nowhere
I'm.
near them.
Well, it's gonna be
We're probably
me
gonna
and
hop in another
Chris.
cab.
We're gonna take another cab again, trying to give some convey to the party. I don't know
So
if you
it's
want me
just
to go anything.
Max and George.
Yeah,
Or-
just Max and George.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
remember we're shadowing. Yeah, but we're not.
Yeah. Yeah. Shadowing is not gonna work out that well here because you're going to
We're all.
be shining light.
We're in fancy
Because I'm
cars and
white,
shit.
you can.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm going looking for like booze imports and like anything like not imports but like any weird like sources of alcohol these guys have got, any like people coming out from outside the city. I go looking around for that kind of thing.
I'm all down for
it's not going to be that public about it. I mean,
no, I mean they're not going to be on the streets like talking about, but you know, I'll ask questions here and there. You know, the guys playing checkers, the guys selling fruit. I'll be asking them like, have you heard any interesting things about alcohol?
Everything you get is like bathtub gin and stuff like that. So it's not that great. They don't have the fancy stuff.
Hey, boss, I think there's money in the alcohol business in Harlem.
I got some good leads. They ain't got shit out there. There's this one guy.
I totally bought a bottle of bathtub gin because fuck it, and I'm just like,
one guy literally had a metal bucket of whiskey in it.
well, he called it whiskey, but I don't know.
I'm gonna call it pisky.
All right, so
and then the librarian drank it. I don't know.
At this point, okay, I'm gonna take, you know, all I have is, oh god, okay. I'm going to put my binoculars in my, did G-Fords have a glove compartment?
I'm sure they had something.
I don't know, man.
Joakim,
I'm
in
gonna
your
take my
world.
binoculars with me because those are $30, and that is like the most. So I'm gonna stroll in. Obviously, my gun is hidden. I'm gonna stroll in with my, you know, my new fancy trench coat suit that I.
Where are you going? Like,
I parked on the street where they're.
Am I hearing this right? Are you leaving your car alone in Harlem?
That's why you took the binoculars.
You know, that's the stupidest thing you can do, right?
Fine, I'll stay in the car. You know, let it happen.
Yes,
all right?
your character would know this. Your car will be.
like you just.
They have car alarms back
So
then.
you just go out of the car and you realize, wait, I'm very stupid right now.
Can I roll a disguise check for my car?
Take out
on top of it.
Yeah.
Throw a tarp over it and suddenly it's not there.
Yeah.
Take out the car make-out pack.
All right. As I was leaving the door, I was like, this may actually not be a good idea. So now I'm just watching from the street.
Okay, when I'm going around and I'm finding all these like bathtub gins and things like that, do I can kind of ask like a little, not like pressing anyone, but being like, hey, you hear about this rent party? Does anyone give me any like information about that? Like, oh yeah, was it that? Or like, oh, I know that guy who held the party.
I'm just in the back going like, oh, it sounds like jolly fun.
No, I'm not with you. You're in the car, if anything.
Yeah, I was in your car.
Yeah, and I'm not with you. I'm doing this.
Shouting from the car. Oh, it sounds like jolly fun. Wait, where are you?
So-
He's alone in the car shouting apparently right now.
Yep.
And he's out on the other side of the street like.
Don't know what that broad is.
Yeah.
So yeah, did I get any like information from these? Like,
No, not at all.
one knows
Most
anything
people are like super rude to you anyway.
Okay,
like,
that's fine.
they
I
don't
figured, but
ask
I should ask. Might get one drunk guy who's like, "Yeah, I was there." She was off the chain.
a lot of people living in Harlem, so it's kind of hard to get one person who was that.
We need a Harlem contact, guys.
Yeah.
We should form a Harlem Shakedown.
That's
Yep.
cool. That's just
So terrible.
You're dead to me now. Don't need to talk to you.
You're welcome. Carry on.
Chuky, I was very specific that if you're gonna give me that message, it needed the OPOP after it.
Not my fault. It's my mom's fault.
Okay, yeah. So, creepy apartment.
Yeah, so Chuky and Orchard are heading over to the tenement building where the party was. Yeah, you actually have to go through another tenement building to get to this.
Scary.
Yeah, I will do that. Again, I'll roll another spot hidden to see if I can maybe see anybody shadowing us or following us around.
I should have taken a cab.
Me, I'm not even doing a check. I'm at this point having to go through a tenement. I'm so terrified. I'm just trying to get through it. Like,
Memories of the war coming back.
this is.
I'm from the south. I don't really know how dangerous this is, so that's my kind of motivation of not being so scared.
Yeah.
I don't know how dangerous this is.
Okay.
You hear like people yelling in all the apartment buildings. There's like banging. There's fights. There's glass breaking. Like there's non-stop chaos in like every room you go past.
I'm flinching at, like everything right now.
You did the description for me. That's great.
Assistant to the DM.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, I'm just kind of pushing you on, like Chuky. Like, come on, George. Let's get the hell out of here. Come on, let's do what we got to do. Keep moving.
Oh yeah. Okay. Let's go.
So you're hold spot hidden there. Okay. Yeah, you just see that you're getting a lot of strange looks here. And
anybody following us at all?
No, not really following you. Like it's give you a strange look at you as you walk past them.
I feel like I'm about to get stabbed.
I want you to roll. One of you guys roll a 1d100 for me.
Okay, Max.
I'll do the honors. Okay.
Yep.
God, you remember those percentile die back in the day that were like huge?
Yeah. Never stop rolling.
I'm literally in my car right now, like, I never said to go to the fucking building.
Like, we have no idea they've gone. Well, actually, like I don't know about Fuzzy. Like I have no idea.
I've tried to.
Dude, I'm reading a
message
fucking
it to you.
romance novel and drinking tea, and I'm like, whatever.
I've tried to like give you a couple of signs that we're going there, and you should shadow us. I mentioned it about 3 times before we.
Yeah, but like, but no one is.
No.
Yeah,
no one caught the signs.
That's cool. That's cool.
At least it was on the
So
lower half.
they went into the tenement building and never came back. That's
2 characters done. Who's next?
no. You just walk through the building and nothing really happens. It's like you get a lot of strange looks and people looking kind of, what the fuck is he doing here? And they're like whispering as you walk by.
Actually, if it's Harlem, they're probably not whispering. They're probably just saying, "What you doing?" Boom! You know, no,
they're not shouting at you right now.
Right.
Yeah.
Yet.
And yeah, yet.
I think there's probably a clock on this mission, guys, so we may want to hurry.
So you just walk through the tenement building into the other one. And when you get there, you see that this crowd is not something you want to just go into. They seem very aggressive.
Yo, let's go. Let's just go. Let's assemble our crew.
I nod my when I see this. I nod my head. Okay, sounds good.
Yeah, I flee.
Wait, are you fleeing?
Like
not running, but I'm moving. I'm walking fast. It's power walking, but it's still.
It's like that kind of walk.
Yeah.
That's
You
not
didn't
real.
Terrified butt clench.
Yes.
Yeah,
Exactly.
you're doing that walk where like everyone can tell you're trying not to run.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, like when you walked through the building and saw the next building, were guys right outside the door, like looking at you as you were heading over there. And as soon as you they saw that you were approaching them. They just started walking towards you, like getting out their knives and stuff. So yeah, you don't want to go there. They're like really getting ready to defend their home from from you guys. Yeah.
Fucking cowboy and the war vet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God.
So I guess
In real life, I would probably be running as fast as I can.
yes.
Oh yeah.
In real life, you wouldn't have gone in there.
That's true.
No way.
You just start running and you don't stop till you get back to like the middle.
So I think we meet up with the rest of the crew.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we learn nothing this entire thing.
Yeah,
No
pretty
one-
much.
Yeah.
Well, we just did a good job of wasting our time.
While sitting in the car, you get like harassed by shopkeepers who want to sell you fruit and stuff. But that's not.
I mean, the
Yeah,
only
go
way I
fuck off.
see, the only way I see of
we come back, you have like
actually
an
getting
apple.
something out of this is if we bust some
Alright, where are we
heads.
going, boys?
I've acquired a mango from somewhere. I'm just there like, I don't even know how to.
No, I'm literally saying that we should go in and bust some heads together as a whole.
There is no way I'm going in there.
I have no interest in going anywhere.
I have done a lot of. I'm a very ballsy man. I've done a lot of things. There's no disguise I have that'll get me in there safely. You know, I would much rather go to the haunted house in fucking Staten Island.
Try just putting on blackface and walking in there.
I was going to say blackface is really my look.
I'm looking at them like, I'm not going back in there.
It was a thought. It actually was a thought. I was like, could I disguise to get in? I don't
I
think it's
genuinely was going to say the same thing. I was like, can I like try and go in and try and sneak past? Like the only way I can do that is not going to work.
It's not gonna work.
It's just gonna get you murdered straight up.
Yeah.
Like everyone else was going to curious about you, they just attack me.
Yeah. Especially in my like nice suit that I just stole. They'd be like, you're not from Harlem.
It is too big for you, so maybe.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, so what do you I don't want to go into those tournaments. I feel that's a terrible decision.
I think
they're
there's
much
something
better
there for us, but if you don't want to go, if it's too risky, then we just go to the haunted house in Harlem.
Is there any like are there any side streets like back alleys or wherever we can go around to get towards that building? Or is it all just like you have to go through the
No, they are pretty much built buildings around that building because they are so tightly packed.
Right, okay, yeah. So there's
They're just trying to fit as many buildings as possible as
yeah.
small space as possible.
Why did you call it a haunted house anyway? It's not.
robots.
Yeah, that's actually a thing we should talk about. What do you care? Or do you believe in the ghosts and stuff like that, or?
Oh, bollocks.
I mean, I know what I think.
My guy doesn't.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have no reason to so far. Like I've
Exactly.
had
Well, look at it this way, guys. If we start heading towards Staten now, we'll get to the haunted house right when it's getting dark.
I've seen too many spooky movies to know not to go anywhere.
That sounds
It may
sounds
finally
like
get
even
some
a more
answers for me.
stupid idea.
Oh, right. Nosferatu was out by now, right? The
I think so. Yeah,
vampire
like, yeah.
movie.
Yeah, shit, I've seen no
The old Frankensteins and
Yeah.
I think I might finally get some answers about things I've been curious about. So I'm willing to go to
Metropolis is come out
Staten.
yet.
was what?
Metropolis.
Yeah, that's a yeah.
Fritz Lang.
Well, whatever. Let's just go on. You get to finish this case.
So you know that the ferry to Staten Island only goes during daylight hours, so you will probably want to do it first thing in the morning.
All right. Waste an
I've
entire
been drinking
day.
bathtub gin, so I need a fucking
Well,
line
actually, if you went to Harlem like in the morning, you can probably head over to Staten Island.
Catch the evening ferry.
Yeah.
Is the only ferry to Staten Island from Harlem?
No, it's from downtown Manhattan.
Okay, you skipped
It's
that.
that's
I don't want to go back there.
Yeah.
it's from that tenement building.
They actually built the buildings around the ferry building.
Yeah,
Would it go from Manhattan or does it go from Brooklyn?
It's
it goes
probably
from Manhattan.
Okay, cool.
All right. I
Let's do
go
it.
home and I think about the crazy shit I'm gonna see tomorrow.
No, we're just going straight there. It's like
Yeah.
we're going in the evening.
Oh, we
we're taking
are?
like we're taking the last ferry across. So we're
Yeah,
stuck there for the night.
Oh, great.
My character's ballsy enough.
Well, it's
Yeah.
not that late. I mean, you went to Harlem first thing in the morning, right? So it's probably like lunch or something. So
Okay.
you can probably.
My character's gonna be like, well, whatever. Yeah.
Whoops.
I have gin. I'm fine. Whatever.
I don't know about this haunted house business, but I have no problem going there at night. Let's go.
Yes. It's all nonsense.
It's gonna be a big
anyway.
spooky man or whatever.
I do want to warn you guys
But-
that things you guys may not be comfortable with or I've seen before where we're going.
You've been
Okay.
saying that whole fucking day. What are those things?
It's the kind of thing that you won't believe until you see it yourself.
Okay. I give everyone a look like okay.
Yeah,
We're just like
okay, whatever.
Like I believe nothing he said. I'm just thinking he's been hitting the drink.
Exactly. Yeah. I think he basically just was high one night and saw some shit, and now he's just scarred for it.
I still think he's been taking opium or something. I still think.
Yeah,
All
I
that
agree.
opium I've gotten from my cases, you know.
Yeah.
I purposely find drug farms to raid myself.
That's why you go for the lower end.
Opium addiction.
You can get opium from freaking chemists and shit.
Yeah.
That's why you go for the lower end jobs to try and get the drug
Yeah.
den.
It's laudanum, man. You can get laudanum still in 1923.
Yeah.
All right. So
Fairy
when we
boys.
arrive in Staten Island, how far are we from the haunted house? And is it near other things, or is it like secluded? I mean,
Can we stop calling it the haunted
Well, you don't
house?
really have access, the address to the actual house. You just have the address to the landlord.
we
Okay.
Yeah, that's the business card you got.
Well, let's go see Chester.
Yeah.
Let's go see Chester. Yeah, that sounds good.
I think it's time we pay Mr. Fieldman a visit.
Yeah.
Make him an offer he cannot refuse.
Yeah.
Are we going to rent a
That's
house?
that- That sounds like a really good line. You should write
I
that
guess we have to frickin' take taxis because I don't think
Yeah.
we ferried our cars over.
I'm
Yeah.
sure as fuck no
You can totally ferry your car over.
Yeah.
I'm not. my car stays in Manhattan.
Yep. What's your security for your car while you're parked in Manhattan? Is it,
The same as it usually is. Like whenever I park it normally probably near the library, I guess. Like where the other mobsters would put their stuff.
oh, okay.
I think
You
I'm
park
probably
in
have
the
some
monsters.
parking.
Then it's probably pretty safe.
Yeah.
Probably have a parking.
There's
lot.
probably like a couple of young men loitering in the car park, just looking menacing and things.
The nice thing for me is that because of the parking lot and the T Ford being one of the shittiest cars, no one wants to steal it. They steal the other cars. So
Yeah. They totally do, but it's super easy to steal the T4 though.
oh yeah.
But you head over to Staten Island and St. George, as a small city there is called. And you head over to where Chester has his office in this standard office building, like doesn't stand out from anything in the area around it.
Very kind of similar level to Clarence's.
Yeah.
Okay. And is he home?
I'm gonna go up to the
Yeah,
door.
totally.
I'm gonna go up to the door and knock.
Yep. So
Are we all
middle-aged
going? Like, are all
man.
five of us gonna be standing at that door when you?
yeah, I guess everyone is there, right?
I'm
That's
fine
fine.
with some intimidation here.
Yeah.
He opens the door and sees 5 people and steps back.
I would just point this out. This is the most amazing scene until now. This guy opening the door, seeing a cowboy, a mobster, a private investigator in a very rich suit, a drunken librarian.
I'm not drunk. I'm just a little swaying,
Tipsy.
maybe slightly.
Yeah, and a war veteran. I mean,
I'm
what
not
you would
visibly
say.
drunk. I'm not visibly drunk.
And you have your oiled rifle on your back.
just
so
imagine
shiny.
this. Just
Yeah.
give it 3
Yeah,
seconds.
he totally takes a couple of steps back and asks nervously, "Well, what are you doing here? What do you want?"
I'm gonna roll fast talk.
Okay, what are you saying, and what are you trying to?
I'm gonna talk fast.
An auctioneer.
I want to get a start on him. Like I want to make him defensive with my language. So I'm going to start spitting questions about where is the house of this guy, or where's I think we have a general location. I don't think. How would I
No.
describe the house?
I don't think so. We only got that.
I-
Did we
you
get?
don't know.
We just got there's a house, and it's this.
Yeah.
Guy.
Yep.
Okay, so I start inquiring about houses that are sort of secluded in single locations, and anything out of the ordinary has anything out of the ordinary happened, and I'm gonna try to push him to see if I can catch him off guard and see if I can get him to slip.
If he starts to stumble over his words, I just push him out of the. He might not, but if he does, I push him out of the way and just start intimidating the guy, just like bearing down.
So as they do this,
Chester.
as they do this, I'm going to actually try and charm the dude, kind of easily.
Like we're all gonna
easily
talk at the
talk.
same
Good cop,
time.
bad cop.
one at a time here.
Yeah.
Okay?
So this is gonna be like,
So-
if you want these guys to stop, like if you tell us if you're good with us, we can be good with you. It's gonna be like
Does
a bad
that count
cop.
as charming? I think that's intimidation. That's
Yeah.
I think.
So
I was thinking like no, the idea. Look, I like
Good
it.
cop, bad cop.
This is only if you mess up your
exactly.
fast talk. It's going to be
Lots.
good. It's going to go into good cop, bad cop.
And while they're doing that, I'm
So me and Poultry are gonna attack you this if you fail.
It's going to be great.
so
Unless if I fail miserably as well, it's going to be like good cop, okay cop.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll fast talk.
yeah, so you guys like barraging him with questions.
I am literally barraging him with questions. Yeah,
Okay.
it's a
It's
fucking
an-
assault.
You're
Yeah.
you're intimidating with your words.
Oh, wow.
damn!
Extreme success.
Yeah, so essentially what I'm doing is I'm asking him all these questions about the specifics of this house and things around it to try and inquire to see if anything fishy happened, to see if I can get him to fuck up and accidentally say something he shouldn't or catch him off guard. So
when you start asking questions, he's totally like, "Oh, let's sit down and talk about this, man. I don't have any secrets. Let's."
okay, well, I'm literally what I'm going to do then is I'm going to take him, put my arm around his shoulder and move towards the seat while still asking him questions and spitting him out.
Okay.
As he answers, I would like to roll a psychology check to see if he lies about anything, right, during the conversation.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you can totally roll that, and I'll tell you if he.
No, I fail. It doesn't matter.
Actually, when you start inquiring about this, are you mentioning the haunted house thing,
Yes.
or yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
Then
Are
I'm
you
actually looking
seeing
for people who's gonna investigate this house for me.
Okay.
It's I hired one guy, but he didn't show up again.
Well, why don't you
What
tell
was
me
his name?
what's going on with this house, huh? Like, I've heard stories, people are calling it haunted. Why don't you, what's haunted about it?
Yeah,
What's the reason? Anybody
people are
died?
just
What's
making
going
up
on?
stories.
Who was this guy? What was his name?
Martin something.
You did. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna jump in. Sorry.
No, I was going to go, huh, never heard of him.
That is the shyest war veteran I've ever heard.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're so adorable.
No, then I just thought that like 5 people just like straight up barraging this dude with questions.
Okay,
So
so yes.
he'll just give you the full story. He knows. So
I'm inquiring as to what so what is the full story?
he bought the house. I bought the house in let's see, 1918, and I rented it out to an Italian family called the Rossinis, and like they almost immediately like seemed to went insane. The wife of the family, Christina, murdered her husband, like out of nowhere, it seems like, and she's currently held at let's see,
You okay there, Clarence?
the psychiatric pavilion at Bellevue Hospital on Manhattan.
Okay,
And
now,
I can't rent this house to anyone because people think there are like ghosts there or some shit. I don't believe in that stuff.
okay, I'm gonna now also roll psychology on this guy.
Yep. Yeah, totally. Go ahead. Yeah, he's not lying. This is.
Do I recognize the Rossini name from Ties to Telegram?
No, there are a lot of immigrants, so.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yep.
Stupid northern Italians. Okay, so what happened to them? Do you have any details on how they died? What was the
just the husband of the family died. He was, as I said, murdered by his wife, and the kids. I think they are with their grandparents or something like that. I don't really know where they are, but
Okay.
I know that Christina is at Bellevue Hospital.
Okay. Has anybody? How recent was this? Has anybody lived there since?
No, it was almost immediately after they moved in. No one has wanted to rent it again.
Assuming you bought this house.
Yeah, it
You
was
must
super
have-
cheap. I thought why not? People are moving to Staten Island more and more.
You must have been inside, walked around.
Yeah. Of course, I own many houses and try to make a profit as much as possible, but I don't have time to look at every single house like that. I mostly own these places.
You've never been inside that house ever?
Yeah, I looked at it when I bought it, but and I'm sure I've looked at it since then, but not much.
You're telling me, Chester.
Yeah.
Chester, you're telling me that you bought a house.
Yeah.
You looked at this house and you said, okay, I'm gonna buy it.
Yeah.
And then you rented it and you never looked at it again.
Yeah, of course I've looked at it again. I've visited the family like when they just had to move in, but after the incident, the house hasn't been touched.
Okay.
The police declared it a crime scene or something for a while.
Okay, I'm gonna roll my knowledge of occult and see if I know anything or am familiar with some sort of madness, supernatural cause of madness or something.
Abigail, what do you think?
Wow.
I gotta whisper to her.
No.
Yeah.
You probably know about like.
I don't know. Maybe the husband was a demon. I don't know.
Like people connect the moon with madness and stuff like that, but nothing that you can connect to this.
All right, that makes me more curious. Guys, I need to go see this house.
We need to go see this house.
The smart thing would be to go talk to the...
One more question, sir. Are you single?
Chester.
I'm just gonna like push her over the way and like, where's the house?
He just gives you the address to the house and yes,
the key?
Yeah, he gives you the key. And yeah, I will totally pay you for this. It's no problem.
Sounds
Guys,
good.
the smart thing to do...
Just solve the... Just get some kind of proof to show the neighbors and people that want to rent houses here.
Do you have a ledger?
Not haunted.
Do you have a ledger of the people that rented that house out and any other information you can...
Before I bought it, I don't know.
Not before, since you have it.
So you kind of have to look into... I don't know, the library, maybe a newspaper around here might have some information about it.
Who sold you the house?
That's a good question.
I must remember who sold you the house. It's such
Yeah.
I'm just giving you a stalking until you find it.
It's Cthulhu.
So the house.
You have these weird tentacles. I didn't know.
Weirdest beard I've ever seen.
Yeah.
So the house has stood empty for a long time before he bought it. So it was probably like the owner died and he got it from some auction.
Oh, okay.
Sounds good. Well,
All right, I'll be honest with you guys. The smart thing to do here would be to go talk to the family that still lives and see what memories they have.
You want to go to the mental asylum?
But I don't feel like being smart about this. I'm very curious, and I want to go now and find out.
Mm-hmm.
I was the one who was chosen to assemble this case, and if you guys are too afraid, I understand, and you don't have to come.
As he says too afraid, I'm like, hey, come on now. Come on. We can go to your fancy house. We're not gonna go talk to some mad chick and see what she says.
We'll see your things, maybe.
It's all nonsense.
We'll be
anyway.
enlightened as well.
It's nothing really worse.
Yeah, you all your weird shit. Let's go.
I mean,
it's probably raccoons in there.
We came all this way on the ferry, you know.
Foundation.
You're like, let's just continue the trip, guys. You're just like super positive the whole time.
All right. I want you guys to clear your minds as much as you can. And
that's not gonna take very long for Abigail.
Do you mind?
All right.
I take a swig from my flask.
You are the most offensive man I've ever met.
Mine cleared.
I grab your flask and I'm just like...
Yeah, Chester, if we don't make it back, that house needs to be demolished.
We're gonna make it back.
Okay.
Don't worry about it, Chester.
Chester,
It's
I need a promise.
It's probably us. Christina going insane is probably completely unrelated to the house. I mean, do you really believe in the ghost stories?
Well, Chester, whether I believe or not, I need your promise that if a group of 5 of us don't make it back from this house, you are going to demolish it.
You know he's gonna sell it, right?
I just start walking, but this guy's lost it. I just start leaving.
Yeah, sure.
I tag along behind you. I'm just like, what? Yeah. Really?
Chester, I'm not fucking joking here. I need your promise.
You know what?
I pull out my gun.
Are you serious?
Am I the only one around here?
As soon as you like touch it, like, okay, I promise.
All right. I put my gun away and I walk out.
No, I saw. Who else left before that happened?
Me, but well, I'm assuming like it happened just as we were.
Clarence, I think we need to have a chat.
I was kind of hoping everyone had left before he pulled the gun, so none of us saw it. But okay.
So as we go,
because you have your gun out all the time, so I think you shouldn't.
Not about the guns. So as we go on, I'm gonna use my psychoanalysis skill to see if Clarence is completely sane or not.
I don't think you need that.
I'm just joking. Yeah, I'm just joking. It's okay.
I don't think you need that. No, he's crazy.
Let's go to this house, guys. Let's go.
So you're just going to head immediately for the house, not do any of the investigations he hinted at, like at the library or...
We've already been to the house.
Okay. Kim, you know I've told you my character. This is already a long investigation process for who he is.
Totally.
So,
we just want our money, and like none of us, like it seems the way, like none of us are concerned by this like haunted business. So
I'm missing person here, and every day that goes by it's getting harder to find that person.
And it's less.
Yeah, so we just go.
Yes. If I rescue him, might marry him. Yeah.
Okay, I have
And also only have 10 minutes left of the show, so let's go.
Okay. Joakim, I have my pedometer and my binoculars.
Yeah.
And my pen light. And
I
obviously
have my shotgun, and I have my pistol, and I have a billy club, and I have no hooks.
You're like, all right, let's go to this fucking house.
Pistol in the back of the waistband, shotgun propped, and billy club in the other hand.
I've got a pistol in my handbag and a photo of Buster Keaton.
Like, what's the worst that could happen? My concern in here is like squatters. Like people who are just living in. I think there's gonna be like dudes in there just waiting for us.
My biggest concern is raccoons and boredom.
My biggest concern is the actual parts of the roof falling on us.
You're practical, I'm not.
At this point, this is probably the most serious you guys have seen my character. Like I'm dead serious. You guys have been like making fun of my like comments, but like I am like stone cold face at this point. So.
Stone cold Cowards, good man.
I'm just there like, it's got mental.
And you know what? I think after this short discussion of going is a great time to stop the session.
Yeah.
What do you think?
We pull up outside the house, and like scene fades out with us, like the shot of us, like a tiny little character, with a huge man there in the background,
and with
all of us like
giant thunderbolt.
They're just ready to go. And scene.
It's not a huge manor. It's just a very rundown 2-story building.
Shut up! It's a big manor.
Like
good for the picture.
It's a shack.
There's an ominous
it's someone's garage. Okay, so we have our building in front of us, our 2-story building.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, really rundown 2-story building with like no one has kept the yard in years, and there's like
there actually
is a shack in the yard like for garden tools and stuff.
And everything's like, it's all overgrown, and the windows are all smashed. Okay, yeah.
You're like a Velma who's always
the windows. The windows are actually like they're boards.
Like to be boarded over. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Do we see shapes in the second story, like windows? Like shapes as the lightning, as the lightning strikes, and behind it we see like a shape.
It's an old man in a suit.
Actually, as you look up,
the landlord.
It's Chester.
And I would have gone away with it too if it weren't for these pesky kids.
Okay, guys, let's do some shout-outs at the end of the show. So, Chris, what's up?
Not much shout-outs. Well, thank you, Chuky. I appreciate you having me on the show. I had a blast. Looking forward to doing it again. Joakim, dude, you're like amazing. Thank you for really just kind of holding our hands through this process. This is the first time I've really done this, and I'm really, really getting into it. Every time I do a new sort of campaign, it's like, that first session is just kind of like getting your feet wet. So, I mean, thank you all. I appreciate you having me.
Yaboi, Deyquan.
Thank you, everyone. I'd like to thank Academy. Guys, seriously, thank you so much. This is a very pleasurable role-playing experience for me. Thank you, Joakim, for taking all my shit. I'm a big fucking deal to deal with.
It's super fun. I love when players are like that. So you're perfect.
Okay, and thank you, Chuky, for hosting this, man. It was a blast.
Awesome, my absolute pleasure. FuzzyFreaks.
Hey. Thanks. I've it's been awesome. Yay. And and I'm having a whale of a time with my librarian. So
none of you have ever done shout-outs before, God.
Yes.
Twitch.tv/PoultreeGeist. I'm Scottish, I swear a lot, I'm playing lots of games. Come and check me out.
That's a proper shout-out. That's a shout-out.
That's what I was gonna do, and then Chriz came out with this heartfelt and I was like, well, now
I'm playing
advertising like a shameless whore.
No, it was good fun. I'm really glad we did this. I'm looking forward to next week.
Yeah.
Which will be 2 hours earlier than it was this week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bright and early, everyone.
Hooray.
Chuky had to go off to a convention.
Oh, yes. I'm going to talk about that in just 1 second. Let's first get Joakim. Yo, Joakim.
I also want to thank Chuky for bringing me into this awesome business. It's super fun. And to all of you awesome players, it's so much fun when playing with these creative people.
Mad bastards, I think you mean.
Yeah.
Same thing.
You gotta blush.
It's the same thing.
Oh, you.
Guys, sorry again for we had a couple of hiccups, so you guys saw the buffering and stuff. Sorry about that whenever that happened, because I'm currently not home. I'm in Bucharest at Comic-Con, and this is like a friend's home, and she's been kind enough to let me set up. I actually have all this shit everywhere on her table. I've taken over her whole kitchen. And I already feel bad enough, so I couldn't really complain about the internet. And besides that, follow all the people in the group. You have their Twitches just below their names, and we're going to be doing this next week. We're also going to have Burke joining us next week, so that's going to be fun, Joakim, to see how you integrate Burke into this show.
Remember I said there's going to be...
You see a mobster.
Remember I said there's going to be squatters?
Yeah.
Burke drops in the scene.
Mad guy bursts out.
I would probably sell that in some awkward fashion.
He's a boatman, so I just imagine in the fog in the distance, like a boat with a lantern.
And
barrels of booze.
You followed the ferry.
Tomorrow we might have Hodo Dragon Queen, which is a D&D 5e show that I DM on the channel, but I'm not completely sure. There's this the VIP dinner thingy happening, and I'm not sure if it's gonna be in the same time slot or not. I'm gonna let you know on Twitters. You can follow me there at Chuky616 and follow the stream if you don't want to miss anything. See you later. Bye bye.